Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. So this is the third and final installation of my three-part short series with regards to my fret leveling and dressing process. If you have not watched the other two videos, I'll quickly pop them up, and please go check those out before you watch this one. I've tried my best to kind of make it a nice linear sort of process for everybody to follow along and just get a clear understanding into what and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. So I think in the beginning of the video you saw me taping up my thumb. I do this to just protect my thumb from blisters. There's a lot of sanding and a lot of hand and finger work into getting the frets to shine and really look beautiful once more. So yeah, I go through a whole series of sandpapers. So from 220 to 400, then I do 600 and then 1000 grit. And I have different ways of moving over those frets with each pass. From fret ends to center to the sides of the frets. I'm just ensuring that I'm covering the entire fret. Please also do bear in mind that this is sped up 16 times. So if you want to gauge the speed that I'm actually working at, feel free to slow the footage down that much. I'd also just like to state that in this video, I'm pushing as far as what I feel is physically possible. And if there are any steps, that could make this any better, I'd be so happy to hear it. That being said, sandpaper grits and buffing pads are all you need to get this job complete. You don't need to take it as far as what I do in this video, but I'm also just here to showcase the progress that I have made over the years. But yeah, there is a quicker approach to this, and you will have just as much enjoyment if you finish with the pads. You do not need to take it to the grinding wheel at the end. But I feel like it's just such a beautiful touch. So yeah. Anyways, this is my process, and as far as I've been able to push it, I don't know if there's any more that I can add, but yeah, this has kind of stayed this way for the majority of my years working as a guitar technician. So this is what I do to every instrument, and if any of you have ever visited our shop previously, this is what has happened. So yeah, man, now you know what has happened behind the scenes, and I trust that you'd appreciate this. So yeah, anyways guys, thank you so much for being into this and kind of sticking around this far. The video isn't that long, but I just didn't want to skip anything because I am in a small way trying to accentuate just how much effort we do put into trying to make our frets look as close to new as possible. And when we do say that in shop prior to starting this project, or anybody's project, that is my goal. I am really trying to make this instrument look as close to new as possible. So with regards to buffing, I use my Stuart McDonald buffing compound, and there are 3 different ones that we kind of work through, 2 passes per compound. It's a medium, a fine, and an extra fine, and then we go incredibly lightly. And I'm emphasizing that on purpose because it's quite crucial that you do not apply too much pressure. The reason for that is that, if you make that fret too warm, you can disrupt the glue in the slot. And if that fret becomes loose or starts to elevate, then we have wasted all of this time, and all of this is then for nothing. So yeah, please, like I say, if you're gonna do this step, go incredibly slowly, very, very lightly, and it can be avoided completely. It doesn't need to be done, but it does just make for that final hoorah. And yeah, this is the best that we can do. Finally would be to remove the tape. Another caution needs to be mentioned over here. All tape is removed very, very slowly and at a diagonal, and especially on the edges of your fretboard, just peel it off diagonally really slowly, and voila, here we are.